to start with the first question from the week from Nate. That's at Colts Guy Nate. His question: do you think the benching of Anthony Richardson is the result of the locker room turning on him? It's a fair question, Nate. I know the low-hanging fruit is out there that everybody is picking at, which is that Anthony Richardson tapped out of the game on Sunday, and that must be the reason why he's not playing anymore. I do not subscribe to that. That is not the reason why. Yes, it does violate a quarterbacking code. Tom Brady used to always say this: the only way that a quarterback in a brutal game can prove his toughness to his teammates is through availability, is through, within reason, answering the bell for his teammates in every single spot. And Anthony Richardson certainly violated that code. I'm sure in the moment it didn't go over well with a lot of his teammates. Quarterbacks aren't subject to the sort of physical abuse that guys at other positions are. It's just the reality of it. So again, for the left guard who's playing through a torn labrum, for the receiver who's playing through a sprained MCL, and I'm not talking about specific guys in the Colts, but just in general, all these guys are playing through something. For him to see a quarterback tap out because he's tired is not a good look. That said, the belief in the Colts building Anthony Richardson is a really good kid who's young, who just does not have the sort of football life experience that some other guys do, comes from a small town, didn't play a ton in college. And so they're chalking this up to him being naive and him needing to sort of learn some of these things. And, whether every single player in the locker room takes it this way or not, I don't know. But there is that feeling that maybe he didn't know any better. The reason why he's benched has nothing to do with that. The reason why he's benched is because he is not the best option for the Colts right now. And the idea of throwing a season overboard in the name of quarterback development sounds good on paper. But Joe Flacco is clearly the better option right now. For them to win games in the here and the now, Joe Flacco is clearly the better option. And if you have a better option on your roster, you cannot play the worse option. And I know that sounds simple, but it's what it is. The rest of the locker room doesn't care about your 3-year plan. They don't care about what your quarterback position is going to look like in 2026. What they care about is the here and the now. What they care about is going to help them win in the here and the now. What they care about is what's going to help them individually succeed in the here and the now. And what they care about is going to help them individually make money. And Joe Flacco gives all those guys a better chance to do all of that than Anthony Richardson does right now. And so you can't tell the Quentin Nelsons, the Michael Pittmans, the Alec Pierces, the DeForest Buckners, hey, don't worry about it this year. We're throwing our support behind Anthony Richardson, and come hell or high water, he's our quarterback. And this year is just chalk it up to quarterback development. You can't do that because you're not going to make decisions on those players according to that after the year. And so, to keep a hold on the locker room, they have to go with the best option at the position. And if it's close, sure, then you can justify going with the younger guy. But when the gap is as wide as it's been, when you watch the Colts offense with Flacco versus with Richardson, the decision is sort of made for you. I think Shane Steichen did what he needed to do for the good of the other guys in that locker room. It's that simple.